Alright, you can see we got some Planaria in here. Come on, focus. There he's moving. You can see the head, and you can see why they're called flatworms. There's two of them right there. See that triangle head? He popped up. We also have some other stuff. We got, well, there was a weird looking worm thing sitting right here, but he left. You know, we got some smaller roundworm type of things. That's a piece of poop, but whatever. It's not one to focus on these little things. And you know, we got some cocopods. There's one. It's not focusing on it. There's one of the roundworms. And you know, we got some cocopods and stuff in here. I had some aquatic isopods, but I'm pretty sure these darn Planaria in here. One right there. See why they call them flatworms? They're nice and flat. As opposed to roundworms, which are round, like an earthworm. Anyways. But yeah, I'm fairly sure they killed my aquatic isopods. There's a shrimp in there they don't seem to be bothering. As well as all these snails, but I put quite a few isopods in here and I haven't seen them. And, you know, I assume the conditions are good for them because they're good for shrimp and snails and they're kind of the same thing. There's a Planaria crawling on a snail right there. See? But I wish they'd come up on the glass so you could really see them, but they're not wanting to right now. But anyways, I'm going to get rid of them with some fish. Some Corydoras. Try to at least, so we'll see how that works out. You can, oh, there's one who went on the glass. Oh man, focus. Focus on the worm. Get in. Oh, I'm still zoomed in. Very, oh, of course he moved. Focus. I'm on an old phone. I broke my phone. I'm waiting on the replacement, so I'm on an older one that doesn't, not quite as good. Man, it really doesn't want to focus on this thing. It kind of focused for me. Whatever. I say that still trying to do it. Further? I mean, screw this. Alright, but anyways, I'm going to put some Corydoras in there and we'll see how it goes. Cocopod running around. Like, this is all snail poop mostly. Look at that bladder snail. Those guys are so fun to watch. Bladder snail. Just floating around. There's a Planaria on him too. Seems like he might be getting eat by that Planaria. It's on his foot. But anyhow, let me get these Corydoras in there. The Planaria shouldn't be, you know, powerful enough to really hurt a Corydora or anything. And they should eat them. And, you know, I'd like to get some more isopods. And this is a nice tank to put them in. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in it. But, you know, can't have them with the Planaria in there. So let's catch out, I don't know, maybe 3. They all ran to the back. This is a carnivorous plant here. I like to have it in my kind of grow outs and stuff because you can, you know, feed all the live food you want pretty much without getting hydra and less pretty stuff that eats it. Just a bunch of snails. All right, let me stop filming myself and I'll catch them. It'll be easier with two hands. All right, I got two of them caught up. Had to break out another net. It's a lot easier to catch fish with two nets, by the way. You just scare them into one and, you know, pull it out. That Corydoras not happy right now. But anyways, you know, I got some poop and some other stuff in there too. A snail. I think there's a shrimp in there somewhere, but I'm not worried about it. And these tanks are the same temperature, same water parameters, or at least pretty close. So I'm just gonna dump these guys in there. Alright, there they are in there. There's one of them. Another one's around the corner, in the back corner there. I might add a couple more just so they have some friends, but we'll see if they want to cooperate or not. But yeah, I'll come back in, I don't know, maybe like a week or so, and we'll see if the Planaria problem is better or worse or what. Okay, so it's been over a month at this point, and well, let me start here. The first like week they cleared 90% of the Planaria and stuff out, and then, you know, I decided, you know, in my head, you know, I would do the update and you know, whenever I haven't seen them for 2 weeks. So yeah, so and then, you know, I'd go like, and I was looking to, I would go like a week without seeing any, and then I would see one up on the glass somewhere or in the substrate, and then, you know, like, okay, you know, clock's reset. A week without seeing any, see one. A week without seeing any, see one. And it's been over a month at this point, like a week more than a month. So I guess I only seen like 3 of them or whatever at this point. But, you know, I'm gonna call it here. You know, I would say it's successful. You know, maybe you don't get every single one, but you get, you know, almost every single one. And I'm sure if you leave them in here long enough, you'd get them all eventually. And one thing have noticed is my tanks with like guppies and rainbow fish and stuff, they seem to get them, like, yeah, they seem to get them. Whereas my tanks with Corydoras and, you know, bottom feeders in general that are, you know, fish, they don't seem to get them. So it seems like, which makes sense because, you know, they're not swimming in the water where the normal fishies are likely to get them. They're down in the substrate, so it makes sense that the Corys would, and the bottom feeders would be better at getting them. But yeah, the reason I made this video is I know there's been some talk about how fish and stuff, they won't eat Planaria. So yeah, I just decided to make this video to show that they do in fact eat Planaria. Bottom feeders seem to eat it better, but like guppies and stuff, mine will eat it sometimes, but not too often. You know, a single guppy is not going to take out, you know, an infested shrimp tank of Planaria in any timely manner. But, you know, like Corydoras, like get a few Corys in there, I'd say you're good to go in like a month or 2. Do you guys see any growing around? I sure don't. So, see you later, guys.